All right, does this sound familiar to you? You've been getting some hints from your intuition. You've been lining up with all kinds of synchronicities. Maybe you're seeing 9999, 777, 222, repeating numbers everywhere you go. Maybe you are even dabbling in tarot or oracle card decks. You still can't figure out how to get past that logical mind. Maybe you think it's your intuition, come to find out it's your fear or anxiety, or you're just leaning into the outcome you really want. You're second guessing those big decisions, not quite sure if you should trust your intuition because you've been burned before. And on the manifestation front, you're still waiting for whatever it is you're working on to land in the physical. All right, you're not alone. I've been there too, and I'm sure there are lots of others watching this video that are in the same boat as you, so you are in good company. So today I'm going to draw back the curtain on how I went from spiritually curious, not sure if I had any abilities at all, to using my intuition as my secret weapon. From manifesting money, to parenting with trust, choosing our home, and knowing exactly when the universe is telling me to go. Plus, I've got some mini challenges along the way to help you understand if you are tuned in, so make sure you watch to the end. Quick game. I'm going to give you a couple scenarios, and I want you to tell me if it's intuition or you are making it up with your logical mind. You randomly think about a person that you haven't thought of in a really long time, and you have this urge that you should check in with this. Is that your intuition or your logical mind? All right, second one. Number 2, you're in your car, you get to the end of the street, and you have this sinking feeling in your gut that you left the coffee pot on. Intuition or anxiety, fear, logical mind. You're sitting down to sign a contract. Maybe it's on a new house, maybe it's on a new car, maybe it's with an attorney to do your estate planning, but you have this feeling in your body that is telling you to stop, stop, stop. Intuition or logical mind, fear, anxiety creeping in. What do you think? All right, we will come back to that. Before I understood about connecting to my intuition and what that meant and using psychic abilities to live my life from that place of trust, I was living every single day on a roller coaster. I've said it before in other videos. My marriage was a train wreck. I was floundering in a very unhealthy place for both my husband and my children at the time. I wasn't able to trust myself on anything. I had a friend group that we would talk about everything and anything, and I put so much stock into what my friends thought and what my friends would do that I started to second guess myself even more. I wasn't tuning into anything in my body. I was talking, having those long, drawn out conversations with my girlfriends and making decisions based on all of that external input. I wasn't sure what I should do with my kids. My little one at the time, who is now almost 16, was very rambunctious. I was always worried, is he normal? Does he have ADD? What's going on with him? Along with wanting to have another kid. Should I have another kid? We've got some marital problems. And then there was the work end of things. Should I take these projects on? Should I look for a new career? Should I leave the organization I'm with? All of those things. And it created so much anxiety within me. And I'm already a highly anxious person. So put not being able to trust yourself, people pleasing, all those things together, it made this huge sinking feeling in a very difficult life. When I had all of those external things filling me up and I wasn't taking good care of myself and I was second guessing my instincts, my intuition, I didn't have a method to tap in to actually learn how to hear what my intuition was telling me. I was also missing the signs that were all around me coming in from my intuition. And even if I did pick up on a sign, I didn't know how to tell what it meant. So I'd gotten spiritually curious. I had started working on meditation. I was reading all kinds of spiritual books, trying to learn how to tap into my abilities, but I still wasn't sure I had any. And for those of you who are in the same spot, every single one of us has those abilities, and if I could build those skills, you can too, I promise. But one day, everything changed when I had my first undoubtedly intuitive hit that there was no possible way it was anything else. And if you want to hear more about that, I will post that video in the description below so you can check that video out and learn all about that. And in that video, I'll show you how to get the same thing for yourself so you can understand exactly what it feels like when it is your intuition talking to you. But at the same time, I had this kind of slap you in your face experience with a dinosaur. Dinosaurs out of nowhere, every single color, doing all kinds of crazy things, started showing up in my life, whether it was overhearing a conversation about a couple people talking about dinosaurs, or little dinosaur toys being scattered around wherever I went. I would see them on clothes, I would see them in stores, I would see them in books. Literally, I couldn't go anywhere without having dinosaurs surround me. So I needed to learn what my intuition was trying to tell me. And that is exactly how this part of my journey started. I even found a truck in my neighborhood with a ginormous dinosaur on it, and there was some kind of title in this business that had to do with dinosaur, and I would see it every single day. So I finally asked my intuition to show me what I needed to know about dinosaurs and why are dinosaurs kind of haunting me. I'm seeing them everywhere. And boom, I got a clear download. Bring yourself back from the dead. And I know that sounds doom and gloom, but I was in a sinking point in my life that I had to make a change. And at that point in time, I knew without a doubt from that download I got from my intuition, from asking my intuition a question, that I needed to make an enormous change in my life and in everything I do, literally everything, in order to get myself out of the rut and get my life back in order to a place where I could be happy, where I was thriving. And I had to do that for my kids as well. Have you ever had a moment like that? If you have, I want you to put a dinosaur in the comments if you've ever had one of those hit me in the face kind of signs from your intuition, from the universe. And here is a part that so many spiritual people just skip. Intuition is meant to be embodied, lived in your daily life, not just something you use when you're doing a reading. When I finally learned how to trust my intuition, everything became easier. When I met my new husband, when we were trying to figure out how to determine where we're going to live, when we got married, combining two households, two families together, do we buy a new house? Do we keep two separate places? Do we move into his? Do we move into my place? And it's very hard because you see what everybody else is doing in life around you, and it makes the most sense to get a place, a new place for both families to come together. So when your intuition is sending you down a path that's different, you start to question. But when you have that built-in security that you know when is your intuition speaking without fail, you can just go forward, make that decision regardless. And that's what we did in that situation. And come to find out, it was the best thing for our family, the best thing for us, even if you can't quite see it or understand it at the time. I started to make better decisions with my money, and then I saw my financial situation completely turn around. And then I saw my career shift for the better, where I was in a job, I wasn't that engaged. Things started opening up for me to make my job more satisfying, where I was happy and excited to get up every day and go into work. I started to work with different people that I really, truly loved. And then with my kids, I stopped parenting from a place of fear. I tapped into that strong, powerful place within me to know exactly what steps I had to do to take care of them, to help them succeed, and to be sane at the same time, which I know if you are a parent, you can probably relate to. And manifestation started speeding up like you wouldn't believe. So many things, I would think it, I would start working on it, and within no time, it would be showing up in my life. And that is the most amazing thing for me. And when I think about my spiritual journey, always takes my breath away when I've been working on something and then I wake up one day. I almost don't even realize that that's what I was working on. And I realize that has become my life. Because here's the thing. When you align with your intuitive yes, the universe lines everything up so much faster. So let's go back to those 3 exercises we did before. Remember, the first scenario was thinking about someone and should you call them. That is undoubtedly intuition. Every time that's happened to me, I have picked up my phone, called that person, and something amazing happened on the other end, or there was some kind of reason that I needed to get in touch with that person. The coffee pot, on the other hand, no way, never. That is anxiety and fear. And when you're signing a contract, I would make sure that you are reading the fine print before you sign, because if you feel like it might be an intuitive nudge, it probably is. So let's try something. Close your eyes and think about a situation in your life that you're experiencing right now where you feel stuck or unsure of what to do. Now ask your intuition, what do I need to know about this situation? Tune into all of your feelings within you. What do you feel? And it's really helpful to write down here, do some journaling, even if it's in your phone notes, write down everything, all you get here, whether it's a feeling, whether it's anything that pops into your imagination, something in the room that sparks your line of sight, your feelings, anything at all, write it down. Now reflect on all of those messages together, and that is your intuition speaking to you. And if you're like me and just feeling like you don't trust it, it didn't feel like it came from outside you, which for me is how my intuition is speaking to you, let's take it to the next level. I've got an ebook to help you start developing these skills even better. And this is exactly what I teach in my online course. So you will never have to second guess yourself. You will be able to tap into your intuition every single time. You'll be able to use it for yourself. You'll be able to use it in your everyday life, but you'll also be able to use it to help other people as well. Links are on the description. Go ahead, grab it now. And I would love to know, what is the wildest sign your intuition has sent to you? And put that in the comments. If you want to know more about interpreting the signs and symbols from your intuition, check out this video.